What's going on there, Coach?
I'm finding my character.
The inner driver?
Yes.
What are you doing today?
Playing Happy Hogan. At the time, it seemed like a good idea. Let's try to make my hair look like how it looks in comics. This is it. This is what you get.
It's not too dissimilar to your regular haircut.
Is it not?
Just straight
No,
instead of
we're
curly.
gonna put a little product in here and straighten it out. It's a little thicker.
It's more of a cameo in this film. I wanted to sort of give myself a way to be in the film. As a director of a big movie, there isn't really a lot of latitude to do much of a performance, but I was able to sort of weave my way in and out of scenes. He's an ex-boxer who's Tony Stark's driver slash confidant bodyguard, kind of a sidekick of sorts, although he's not a superhero in any way. And he doesn't crack a smile, and so he ironically is given the name Happy. And it's more for the comic book fans to see that, we're sort of trying, in a way to incorporate as much of the source material as we could, being that this is the first Marvel movie made for Marvel fans.
So here it is. This is it. This is Happy Hogan. I hope the fans like it. You like it, Pete?
It's great. I really do.
The real reason I'm doing this, I just broke it to Gwyneth that I marry her.
Edwards Air Force Base is here about 70 miles northeast of Los Angeles, and John wanted to include Edwards Air Force Base in the story specifically just because it has such a proud heritage of flight tests. They really wanted to tie that into sort of the research and development aspects of Stark Enterprises. So we did a lot of filming there. We shot there for 3 days. We shot on a C-17 cargo plane. We brought in an F-22 and a Global Hawk as set dressing. And we used about 300 airmen and actually Marines as well as extras.
So you've got first look, one shot, one kill. We're at the merge even before they know we're there.
Terrence Howard, we opted in this film to make him an Air Force Lieutenant Colonel. Although he was a member of the military, in the comic books he wasn't somebody of that stature. But he was somebody that bonded pretty early with Tony Stark. As a matter of fact, he was involved with his rescue, from what I remember. We tried to incorporate that into the film in a way as sort of an homage to the books, but we really wanted to flesh out the character even more. And Rhodey becomes War Machine if you follow the course of the books. And as we sort of look forward to see this as a chapter in a series of films, if we could be so lucky, I think that following Terrence Howard as he becomes a superhero in his own right is something that I'm really curious and interested in.
That lovely lady you woke up with, what was his name? I think it was Ivan.
No, it was your sister.
Right.
Come on, give us a few seconds, you guys.
Pleasure to meet y'all.
Soon after that shoot, those guys cycled over to Afghanistan. So no joke, those are really tough guys, and they get a real tough job to do. And it was really nice to see Terrence and John and Robert interact with them and just be really just humbled by what a tough job those guys got and what real pros they are.
It's nice seeing you.
Yeah.
One more? Okay,
Of course you can.
One more, guys. Going again right away?
The workshop was always the most important set for me. It was the space that was going to tell you before he got captured and builds the Mark I suit that he's a guy who likes fabricating, he likes working with his hands. We have him working on a 32 Ford that we show in a picture that he's working with his dad on. And it just shows that he's a bit of a gearhead. He's a guy who, not only is he a genius as far as design goes, but he actually has a hands-on knowledge of how to build things. And he's an inventor, but the type of inventor who doesn't just work with a pencil. That was important to make that leap so that it didn't just jump into fantasy land when he was in a cave and builds this suit. That he makes a breakthrough that was inevitable because he has a mind that is capable of these kind of realizations. So we put together a shop that would be any car builder's dream. We have everything from old English wheels that look like they were passed down from generation to generation. Maybe they were his dad's that were passed down. And then you also have like CNC machines that are sort of state-of-the-art, or plasma cutters. And everything we figured was tied in and automated to the brain of the house. So I wanted to create a real mix of high-tech and low-tech.
Why are you hustling me out here? Where are you going? You have plans?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
You don't like me? What? I don't like you. I don't like it when you have plans.
Well, I'm allowed to have plans on my birthday, so there you go.
Is it your birthday?
It is.
Again?
Isn't that funny? Same day as last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're probably feeling coolness. Unless it,
I was definitely not a comic book reader, but my brother was, so I
Pictures up.
I grew up with Marvel Comics around the house, and my brother had Spider-Man underoos and Spider-Man sheets and Spider-Man everything from a very young age, and he was definitely into comic books, so I was exposed to it, although, you know, I'm a girl, let's face it, so.
You feel it? You feel the wine?
Oh, pus!
Okay, don't worry about it's not pus, it's an organic plasmic discharge from the device, it's not from my body.
Oh, it smells.
It's basically making a very tall upside down U. I'm a huge military channel and Sergeant Rock. I mean, so superheroes are great. Superheroes who manufacture weapons and then build one that they wear and use, to me, is just a complete nerdgasm.
Now we're ready. I think the band's ready to go on. So without further ado, I present Robert Downey Jr. and the Boot Brigade. In an origin story of a superhero, you have certain responsibilities, one of which is, you know, showing how the hero came to be. And it takes a lot out of a movie to have that kind of burden. But what it gives you is the opportunity to allow the audience to sort of become the hero with the hero. And I have the most fun as a viewer when I see the learning curve of a hero. There's a tendency to want to just go right for the fighting and right for the action. But I know my favorite part of the first Spider-Man film was watching him come to terms with his powers, learn how to swing from his webs. And I referred back to a lot as we met and went to pre-production meetings talking about what the set pieces would be.
I thought you said you were done making weapons.
It is. This is a flight stabilizer. It's completely harmless.
2, 1, go!
Well, watch where you point your flight stabilizer.
It's really dangerous. I like the guy that he's probably just as likely to kill himself trying to save people as he is to do the right thing.
1.
As far as Robert Downey doing stunts, he wants to keep doing more and more, and I got to keep reining him back because he's very game to just keep right on going.
Should be following him while he's going. So when he hits the wall and falls down, there could be like a beat of no movement, and it's just punctuated by the blast. Because it's a timing thing, so.
I like to think that I can do a ton of stuff, and I'm pretty game and physically able, and probably should be for the next, like I said, 5 to 7 years. So, but then I'll talk to Tommy, and he'll be like, yeah, we're not gonna have you do that. I could do that. He goes, no, you couldn't. Well, maybe you could, but I wouldn't let you.
It still hurts, but it hurts every day. Getting up looking like this. It hurts in here, emotionally. But I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Can I go now?
Okay. Thank you.
We're about to do Tony Stark experimenting with the combination of boots and gauntlets. This is his first successful flight in his workshop. Robert here has done a lot of training on this wire rig, and the tests we've done were pretty successful.
Ready and action.
You're off right here. Frame up on me. Good. Day 11, test 37, configuration 2.0. For lack of a better option, dummy is still on fire. Safety, if you douse me prematurely, I swear to God, I will donate you. You'll be at a city college. All right, we're gonna start off really nice and easy. Don't talk when I'm talking. 1% capacity in 3, 2, 1. Nice.
3, 2, 1, drop.
Great. Steady.
I've done wire work both as an actor and as a director in the past. I think people have been seeing wire work for so long that whether consciously or subconsciously, they could tell where the pick points are, they could tell where the wires are attached, and even if you use, computers to paint everything out, there's something about the physics of it that is unconvincing to me. And I was very skeptical if we could use it at all or if we take the audience out of the movie. What we did was we developed a way by which the character was picked or supported by his feet. So he wasn't being suspended by his center of gravity or his hips or his back, as is usually done in these films.
Sorry. Clean up later.
His feet are supporting his weight. So it actually looks like he's being supported by the blast of the repulsors in the bottom of his boots. And you could see the dynamics as he's flying through the air feels much truer to what the real physics of flying, being powered by your feet would be.
Learning one's powers is always the most fun.
Okay.
What would happen to you or to me or to anybody putting this thing on and trying to operate it? It's like surfing. I feel pretty clumsy in the beginning. And here he's wearing an engine, pretty elaborate thing.
Yeah, I can fly. Oh, man.
Ready and lights and action.
Something interesting happened when we saw a black and white rendering of the Mark III. It looked kind of silver, and that started our wheels turning, and then we sort of backed into the design of the Mark II, which is sort of a chromed aircraft aluminum sheet metal looking prototype version of the Mark III. And then we started incorporating exposed rivets, and because of the wonderful finishes that they were able to create through the chroming process and nickel plating process over at Stan Winston, it really has a very unique look, and that's something different from anything you've seen in the books before. But it helped provide sort of an intermediate step between the Mark I armor and the final Mark III design.
Tommy, how much is that car?
$50,000. It's a replica of a 1967 Cobra SC.
Where's it made?
In Poland at a MiG factory. That brings a tear to my eye. If you like cars at all, that hurts.